Hello everyone. Welcome back to Trending Asian, your ultimate destination for the most talked about stories from the Asian entertainment world. Today, we're diving into a moment that has fans holding their breath. Wang Yuwen finally reveals her true feelings for Chen Xingxu. Is this the confession everyone's been waiting for, or the beginning of a new chapter no one saw coming? Stay with us, because this heartfelt revelation is about to change everything you thought you knew. Tucked beneath the glare of studio lights and the endless scroll of headlines, Wang Yuwen has long been known as an actress who guards her inner world with quiet grace. She smiles when required, answers questions with practiced elegance, and lets her work speak louder than her words. Yet sometimes, even the most carefully protected heart reaches a moment when silence feels heavier than truth. This is the story of that moment, the moment Wang Yuwen finally revealed her true feelings for Chen Xingxu, not as a headline designed to shock, but as an honest confession shaped by time, growth, and emotions she could no longer deny. For years, fans had sensed it before any camera captured proof. There was something unspoken in the way Wang Yuwen listened when Chen Xingxu talked, the way her eyes softened when his name appeared in conversation, and how her laughter changed tone whenever he was nearby. On set, their chemistry was undeniable, but it wasn't the loud, dramatic kind that begged for attention. Instead, it was subtle and steady, like a quiet rhythm only noticeable if you truly paid attention. Staff members whispered about it, fans dissected behind those scenes clips frame by frame, and yet both actors remained composed, choosing professionalism over speculation. Wang Yuwen, in particular, seemed determined to keep her emotions private. In interviews, she spoke about dedication to her craft, about learning from co-stars, about growing as an actress. Chen Xingxu's name, when mentioned, was always met with polite praise and careful wording. But those closest to her knew that behind that calm exterior, something deeper was taking shape. It wasn't sudden, nor was it born from a single dramatic moment. Her feelings developed slowly, shaped by long filming days, shared exhaustion, quiet conversations between scenes, and the kind of mutual understanding that doesn't need constant reassurance. Chen Xingxu was different from anyone she had met before. He wasn't just attentive, he was present. He noticed small changes in her mood, offered support without making a show of it, and respected her boundaries even when curiosity from the outside world grew louder. For Wang Yuwen, that respect mattered more than grand gestures. In an industry where relationships can feel rushed and performative, Chen Xingxu gave her something rare, a sense of safety. With him, she didn't feel the need to be on all the time. She could be quiet, thoughtful, even uncertain, and still feel understood. As months passed, those feelings became harder to ignore. Wang Yuwen found herself thinking about him long after filming wrapped, replaying simple moments that, to others, might have seemed insignificant. A shared umbrella on a rainy evening, a cup of warm tea placed gently beside her, a reassuring glance when scenes grew emotionally intense. These were not scenes written into any script, yet they lingered in her heart far longer than any line she had memorized. She realized that what she felt was no longer just admiration or comfort, it was something sincere and deeply personal. The turning point did not come with a scandal or a leaked photo, but with introspection. Wang Yuwen began to question why she was hiding. Was it fear of public opinion, fear of change, or fear of admitting to herself that Chen Xingxu had become someone irreplaceable in her life? In quiet moments away from cameras, she confronted those questions honestly. She understood that protecting her privacy was important, but denying her own feelings was slowly becoming a heavier burden than facing the truth. When she finally chose to speak, it wasn't during a flashy press event or a carefully staged announcement. Instead, her revelation came through words that felt raw and unfiltered, spoken with a softness that surprised even those who knew her well. She didn't label their relationship or promise a fairy tale ending. What she shared was simpler, yet far more powerful. She admitted that Chen Xingxu was someone who made her feel grounded, someone whose presence brought her calm in the midst of chaos, and someone she cared for in a way that went beyond friendship. "I've always believed that emotions should be respected, not rushed," she said, her voice steady but sincere. "What I feel is real, and it grew naturally. I didn't plan it, and I didn't expect it. But I don't want to deny it either." Those words resonated deeply with fans, not because they confirmed a rumor, but because they reflected a truth many people recognize in their own lives: the quiet realization of love that arrives without asking permission. The reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Social media lit up with messages of support, surprise, and heartfelt encouragement. Some fans celebrated, feeling validated after years of gentle speculation. Others expressed admiration for Wang Yuwen's courage, praising her for choosing honesty over convenience. Even those who had doubted the rumors found themselves moved by the way she spoke, not defensively, not dramatically, but with calm conviction. It was clear that this was not a confession made for attention, but one made for peace of mind. Chen Xingxu, true to his nature, responded with equal restraint and warmth. He did not rush to define anything publicly, nor did he shy away from acknowledging her words. In a brief but meaningful statement, he expressed gratitude for her sincerity and emphasized the importance of mutual respect and understanding. His response only reinforced what many had already believed: that whatever existed between them was built on trust, not impulse. For Wang Yuwen, revealing her true feelings marked a quiet transformation. She did not suddenly become more outspoken or change her carefully balanced public image. Instead, there was a subtle lightness about her afterward, as if a weight had been lifted. In subsequent appearances, she appeared more relaxed, her smiles more genuine, her presence more at ease. It wasn't that she had everything figured out, but she no longer felt the need to hide a part of herself. In the end, Wang Yuwen did not reveal her feelings to satisfy curiosity or fuel gossip. She did it because she reached a point where honesty felt more important than fear. And in doing so, she showed that even under the brightest spotlight, it is still possible to choose authenticity. Whatever the future holds for her and Chen Xingxu, this moment will be remembered not as a scandal, but as a quiet, heartfelt confession, one that spoke volumes without ever raising its voice.